well, number one, I have strep throat, so if I sound like shit and I'm coughing a little bit, that's why. Number two, someone commented on one of my videos a couple days ago saying that I needed to clean my room. And to my response to that is that I actually made sure my room was as messy as possible for this video, made sure my bed looked like absolute shit, had the blanket hanging off of the open drawers and whatnot. And also, I will say I did clean my room, okay? And I literally just made it messy just for this video, so just letting you know. Whoever left that comment, if you're watching this, you're welcome. But on to what I'm actually here to talk about. Zach Wilson and the Jets versus the Patriots. Zach Wilson sucked, and I think everyone knows that. I don't think there's any secret. Zach Wilson did not play well at all against the Patriots. In my overall summary of the game, I put under pros, I put looked athletic. Under cons, I put pretty much everything else. He didn't really do much well in this game. Now, I'll admit, I only watched the film up until like the mid-third quarter because I just didn't feel like watching, the rest of the game. So I had all the plays that I wanted to showcase, in the first 3 quarters. So if I missed anything crazy in the fourth quarter, then I'm sorry, but I'll show you what I saw on film. So we'll go ahead and just hop into it, I guess. All right, first play we're looking at, obviously it's Zach Wilson's first interception. Throws it right down the middle. I'll say it's not entirely his fault. It's not a great route by Davis. Also, the line does an absolutely abysmal job blocking on this play. But, Wilson I think he kind of just throws it up for grabs. You can see it a lot better in the end zone copy. But I think he kind of just throws it up for grabs. I think he has someone in his face and he decides, screw it. I got to get the ball out there. I don't want to take a sack right now. And decides to just chuck it up to Davis and trust him to make a play. But Davis doesn't run a great route, and he obviously doesn't see that Davis doesn't run a great route because he throws it, and it gets picked off. So what they have here is they have some 7-man protection on the O-line, which means they have 7 guys staying and blocking. And then they have, his running back can be on a little out route here. 7 guys blocking on the O-line, and the defense is only bringing 5 guys. So I think they're bringing these 5, I believe. The defense is only bringing 5 guys. So if you have a 7-man protection and they're only bringing 5 guys on defense, you should be able to cover that up easy. I mean, that should never be an issue. But you can see what happens on the film here from this end zone copy really well. You can see the broadcasters themselves are pointing it out. That middle linebacker is a free rusher right down the middle. I mean, that's ridiculous. You got 3 guys here that are doing nothing. They're just, playing patty cake with one another. And you got number 8 knocking out Zach Wilson, obstructing his view, making that throw really difficult. And again, it is Wilson's fault here. It's not entirely his fault, but it is his fault. He shouldn't have thrown this ball. He should have just taken the sack, to be honest, or at least used his athleticism to get, buy some time in the pocket, see if he can make something happen. But again, also a bad route by Corey Davis. He doesn't create any separation here. This is a kind of a one-on-one this is basically man coverage with who is guarding him, and he doesn't create any separation. No separation at all. I mean, that's great coverage, but you got to create some separation if you're expected to be the number 1 receiver on this team. So, pretty bad all around from an offensive perspective on that play. All right, second play is going to be Wilson's second interception here. This one kind of goes off of the hands of Davis here. It is a little, kind of a high pass. However, Wilson does miss another open receiver underneath. That'd be a much easier pass. Get you a good 1st and 10 gain of probably 4 or 5 yards. I don't blame him for wanting to take this throw. It was a tight window. It's a tough throw on the run. So, I would probably want him to take this underneath throw. I'll show you what the concept is here. It's a pretty easy rollout concept. If you have an athletic quarterback, especially if they're young, this is a very easy read. You can have them do. You basically just have kind of a levels or a flood concept, whatever you want to call it. You basically have an underneath route here. You're going to have, I believe, he's the one on the crosser on the, the second highest level, and then this guy is going to be on the highest level. This number 8 here, he's open. I would throw it to him all day. And unless Corey Davis, showcases himself as super wide open, which he doesn't, I mean, that's pretty damn open. Like, get the ball to him, he can get an easy 5-6 yards in that play. Instead, he tries to force the ball into a window that's right here. It's a lot tougher of a throw. I mean, he's got to fit it like through this cornerback to get there. That's a tough throw. Again, actually a pretty impressive throw for what he's doing, being on the run. And it does hit Corey Davis in the hands, and it probably should have been caught. But you know, again, just go with the easier throw. Make it easier on yourself. Make it easier on your receivers. You know, get the easy yards. Don't give up anything. You know, if the defense gives you something like that, just take it. You know, just take those easy throws. All right, now finally onto a play that I actually liked from Zach Wilson here, showcasing some of his athleticism, getting out of the pocket, making a nice throw. That's not the easiest throw in the world. I mean, that's I mean, it doesn't look that difficult, but you know, throwing on the run to someone who's not ahead of you is pretty difficult as a quarterback. So when you're on the run, you'd prefer to throw the ball to a location that's like right here, because it's just a lot easier because your momentum's going that way. Throwing the ball directly in front of you or behind you is extremely difficult, and all quarterback coaches will tell you that the number one rule of quarterbacking: do not throw the ball behind you. And there's been quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers that have been able to break this rule. Obviously, this is not to the extent that they do it. This is not like that impressive, but still a difficult throw, and something that you know, is something you can look forward to and build upon. You know, that kind of arm talent. Good throw, way to, you know, make something out of nothing. He had a free rusher in his face again. The line messes up on him. They only have, what, 4 rushing, I think? Yeah, they only have 4 rushing, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocking, and they still have a free rusher right up the middle. I mean, that's a complete failure of an offensive line play right there. So hopefully they can figure out this offensive line problem, because it's not even guys getting beat, it's just guys missing assignments completely. So but yes, you know, nice throw, shows off some arm talent as well as some athleticism to get out of the pocket. Here's another play from Wilson that I actually really like. Kind of showcases the similar qualities, you know, that athleticism, that ability to utilize different arm angles as well as throw in, you know, unlikely positions that quarterbacks aren't really taught to. And I know this is an incomplete pass, but this is an impressive throw. You know, obviously, he does a great job making this guy miss. Boom, jukes him out, keeps his feet, and throws. That's a tough arm angle to throw the ball. His body's going this way, and he's trying to throw the ball this way. That's tough. That's tough as a quarterback, and that showcases that he has some arm talent. And hopefully they can find a way to utilize that much better on the Jets offense. I know it's out of bounds, and he probably has no chance of completing this ball at all, but like, that's an impressive throw for that arm angle and that difficulty of throw. I mean, he puts that thing exactly where it needs to be. And, you know, obviously it didn't work out, but still, great throw. Very athletic. All right, so last play we're going to be looking at here for Mr. Wilson. His 4th pick, never a good sign when you get to 4 picks in a game, but this is a problem that I saw a lot when I did his college tape review a couple months ago. He just throws it off platform for no real reason sometimes, and you can see it. I'll show you when I get back here. When he throws this ball, like, he doesn't really have anyone in his face, and he throws it like he does. I mean, you have this edge rusher coming off the edge, but he throws it like he's getting hit. He doesn't get his feet set, doesn't get his hips around. That creates some major accuracy issues with his throw. And he's trying to hit this go route down here, but it's way, way off, and you know, it creates an interception because of that. So obviously he needs to get his feet fixed on this play. Number 2 with this play, number 2 problem with this play is that he makes the right read, but he makes it way late. So he has a post inside, a go on the outside, and then a swing route right here. And they have kind of like a cover 2-ish defense, a cover 2 defense going on here. So this number 2 is going to be playing, you know, around in this area. Wow, that's some scribbles right there. This number 2, the number 2 is going to be playing right in this area right here, and they're going to have 2 deep safeties. You can't see the one way back here, but he's covering this deep half, and this safety's covering this deep half over here. And you have 2 options when you're going up against a cover 2 defense with this kind of play. You can either hit this post route, you know, right in the middle here, or you can hit this go route right in this like zone, this soft spot right here before it gets this, you know, after he gets past the corner and before it gets to the safety. and he decides to do neither. He throws the go route late, right to where the safety is. So if he wants to throw this go route with like he does, he's got to throw it like now. And I know that this corner is like dropping back with the receiver. That's because they're running some kind of like read cover 2. I don't want to go through the whole details, but he's going to be playing behind. If he throws that ball now, he should be able to hit this receiver in stride, on a line like, probably 20 yards downfield. So he just throws this ball late. Of course, he also could have gone with the post there. It's hard to tell from this camera angle if it was open or not, but just, foot problems, read problems. He was late with his throws. Bunch of issues on that play. I guess all in all, after watching this film, it honestly looked worse than I would have expected it to. Sometimes you watch film and it doesn't look as bad as it actually was, but they created some very simple reads for Zach Wilson here. They ran a lot of simple, one read, quick throws, one read throws, smash concept stuff that, college quarterbacks have been running their entire career. And he just struggled to get it done. He was just late. His feet weren't well. He was not accurate. He was trying to play a little bit of hero ball. It was just pretty bad all around from Zach Wilson. He definitely has the arm talent and the athleticism to be a top-tier quarterback in the NFL, but if he doesn't mentally put it together and if he doesn't get his feet there, then he's not going to do very well in the NFL. He's not going to be in the NFL for very, very long. I will say, though, the Jets are infamous for ruining quarterbacks. Sam Darnold's playing pretty good in the Panthers right now, so maybe he'll get traded to the Broncos one day, and he'll be a star. Who knows? But that's all I got to say. Peace.